Hello. Hi. 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 Wait, why is it not? It's reacting. Is the music volume good? I looked into a VOD. I should do that after this one too. Check out the VOD, how the audio is. I feel like I need to understand audio better. I don't know how to learn it. I'm stupid. Anyways, hi. So today I will be looking at character designs people have submitted and explaining my ideas for them. Like what I think they could add, what they could maybe switch up. And disclaimer, I hope that what I say is taken as a list of possible suggestions, as a bunch of stuff you can choose to ignore, copy in, or switch around a bit and then implement. It's kind of like pitching you some ideas so that you can think about them and then maybe go to an artist with them for artwork, or just on your own look into them a bit more. What are you going to do first? I could do. Have I? Did I? I'm sorry. I am probably gonna go like off the top. I will have to remind some people that I need like a full body to go from. Cause like if I also wanna maybe consider stuff like shoes, right? And that's a bit, yeah, okay. Yeah. I will do 8 today. I will try to go for 8. And I think then there's a second, around 2 we can do. Yeah, I can send a ref pick. If you want, you can do that now, but I won't get to it today, so you don't have to rush yourself. But I still want to get to yours once I feel like I have enough info, enough stuff to go off of. Cause, yeah, like I want to, it's like you need some amount of stuff to start thinking up things. And I also don't want to say something, suggest something that just is not right. Like that just wouldn't work, just wouldn't happen. And that's why I'm so, I guess, like kind of annoying about, please give me all the information. I don't like running after people and being like an annoying teacher. But yeah. I don't know. I think I'll try to. I get it. Okay, thank you. I feel like my logic, whatever where I'm coming from, makes sense. Like I'm not being mean for no reason, but sometimes some people don't get it, and then it's such friction. So that's a relief. Yeah. So I thought I would start with Dichis here. Let me show. Oh, it lagged a bit. Can you work, please? There. So this is what I cooked up. Squirrel creature. Is she a squirrel? I thought she was kind of a fox. Or it's just like generic furry guy. I have no clue. Shame. What Dichi said is, I think, an outfit change. Hello, this is Yannick Gaming. The Bedrod has taken me. I will momentarily return. Thank you. Damn. Oh, 7. Oh, 7. Squirrel vibes? Or... I guess... Oh my god! My god! Oh my god! I guess we could write that down as like a possible idea. Because having a animal motif is very, very strong, very big brain. So let me make a new layer for writing. I'm up, there's a bee. Why are there always bees in your room? What's all the buzz about? Okay, so wait, let's read the character. Sweet like honeys. Damn. Here's Ichi. Species furry inkling. Gender female. Pronouns she, they. Height 180 centimeters. Tail length 216 centimeters. Personality very cheery and a bit hyperactive. Overall, a silly gal. I'd like to see an outfit redesigned for Dichi. Her fur, ears, and tail should remain the same, but feel free to change the hair up. Note, just don't give her any denim or leather material. Here's a clear image of Dichi staring at the camera. Dichi is a very kind and cheerful girl, wanting to be perceived as how she acts. She is not afraid to share her trans identity. Despite not trying many experiments with her outfit, she still puts a lot of effort into taking care of her own appearance, especially her fur. Hope you aren't allergic to bees. One time a wasp stung me into my forehead, and now I have permanent brain damage. Alright, so let me talk about first what I like about the design. So I think the concept, let's write it here. Concept, very cool. Very cool. I feel like the tail gives ability for a lot of emotion, a lot of can convey a lot, like having the tail maybe wag, or she can use the tail to hold on to things, like that's very cool, or for extra balance, so maybe she's a bit more nimble. Used to be a colony of wasps. In your walls? Oh no. Were you like living in a hive? Potential question. Fox. Squirrel. Apparently, German speakers find saying squirrel difficult, but I'm just built different. Alright, so the vibe I'm getting outfit-wise is very sporty, very active, like she's ready to go, ready to bounce around, and given her description, very sporty. I wanted to go with that a bit. Her fashion sense is a bit tomboyish, which is fine, right? We can be trans, you can be a girl and dress with like more sporty clothes. A bit. So yeah, but that's what I kind of got from the design. I think it's very cute, very unique. So yeah. Creature is very shy, pretty much the opposite of this one, personality-wise. Ooh. I think shy characters are very cute. Alright, so I continued with shorts. The images here, a lot of them have these like cargo shorts, which I think are very, very cool. because they have like big pockets and stuff, and they add kind of a more boxy silhouette. So in character design, a kind of like a box shape indicates like strength and like reliability. Um, yeah. So that would be a suggestion. I also feel like a kind of skirt like this would be cute, like a bit more of a simple skirt. Um, or also like shorts with a like different pattern on them. Ichi said no denim, so you know, no jean shorts, but those would be some ideas. For the shoes, I like the sneakers are cool. So you could like go with that. These are very like in action sneakers though, like very action shoes. So could go for something a bit more stylish if you wanted to. And I feel like some socks would be cool. Some cute socks. Let me write down. Cool cargo. Pants. Let's write sneakers. Do you write sneakers like this? Sneakers with socks. I don't know, maybe that's just my weird sensibilities, but I feel like I like shrivel up a bit when I see no socks and shoes. And I feel like they're very cute seeing like the sock go up. So yeah. And shirt-wise, this is just a plain t-shirt with a scarf. I am not sure what the significance of the scarf is. I assume it's just cool looking. Would wear no socks and shoes. I think it was like a fashion thing for a while. Tights? Yeah, that's same. I feel the same way. So you could continue kind of with a sporty shirt like this, maybe a jacket over top, like a t-shirt with a kind of sports jacket. Can get very a lot of cool shapes with like the collar, and depending on how a character wears a jacket, that also conveys a lot. So I feel like Dichi, given her personality, wouldn't like fully close up her jacket, maybe have one sleeve a bit rolled up. Those are some ideas I have. You could also get creative with prints on the shirt. So I feel like it would be fun to have a kind of animal print on like not like a drawing of an animal on the t-shirt. That's what I mean. I feel like that would be fun. And also something on the arms. Maybe some bracelets. That's why I said like one of the jacket sleeves a bit rolled up on one side. Those would be some of my ideas, kind of going off what I see here. But yeah, that's my ideas. For hair, this, I don't know if this is like this is a nitpick, right? I feel it's a bit unsettling that she has these silly inkling ears, but also cat ears. So do the cat ears like do something? Does she have double hearing? And so I felt it would maybe work nicely if to still maintain this like outwards shape language, to just like give her these tufts, more like strands coming out of her tentacles. I feel like that would be cute. And you can also try experimenting with the bangs. Maybe have them also be like a bit triangular going down. You can also try experimenting with like hair going like this a bit. Maybe have like some cute hair clips. does feel kind of weird when people draw cat girls and the like, but keep their regular ears as well. It's like sometimes I think you can see, no, I can't see them here, but with a lot of VTubers, they have that, and you can't often see it because the side bangs are covering it. But when you see it, it's like, why are you there? What are you doing there? At that point, the features are just cosmetic. Yeah. I brought this image of Mokoko because the hair is very similar, I feel. And I think what she does, like her hairstyle, is very cute and would maybe fit Dichi. So maybe having something like tied up on a side, that's cute, or having, hair clips or a hair band. That could also match her sportiness a bit. Those are just like little ideas. I also thought about when I was sketching, giving her a little like more boopy animal nose. I am not able to draw furries well, so it kind of looked weird when I was sketching it, so do with that suggestion what you will. Another thing that was mentioned is her trans identity. I assume that means you'd be open to having her wear like something like a badge or something. I think it would be cute to have a trans flag bracelet out of, I don't know, beads or string. I think that is very cute. But you can also, on the jacket, have a pin like that, or have it embroidered on the side, if that's something you're looking for. Yes. So this is my suggestions for Dichi, the character. I hope this was helpful. Let me now copy that. I'll just send it to myself for now. All right. Yes. Okay, the next one. Let's close. Let me make sure I sent it. Let's close this. Yes. Could you maybe do mine next, just because I have to go soon? No, I can't do yours today because I don't have the full image, and I'm not doing these on the spot. I prepared it in advance. So yeah. I'll add on the Discord. Yeah. Sorry if you came expecting something. My bad. Yeah, but thanks for coming. Yeah, if you have to go soon. All right, let's read the description here. Or why does the Discord automatically scroll? Stupid. Did it again! Alright. This is my OC loan, and I would like a redesign for them. Please keep some sort of mask though. Feel free to change the hairstyle, but please don't make it look too different. Personality. She's very shy and introverted and rarely talks, but is an absolute savage on the battlefield. They can sometimes be quite rude though. Appearance. She's always wearing her mask, she has facial scars she's very ashamed of and tries to cover, and you will not see them without it. She usually is wearing loose black clothing, lots of earrings and boots. Their hair, fingers, and ears are tipped with green from being half sanitized, along with green patches on her skin, mainly around the left shoulder, since that's where she was injected with sanitized ink. There is a big green patch spiraling a tiny bit down her arm, but she always hides it with baggy t-shirts. Backstory. Created in a Kamabo collab on accident by Octarian scientists experimenting with sanitized ink and Octolink DNA. Ever since creation, they were treated for what they were, a mistake. Being a genetic mutation, their face is mangled and scarred. Since it showed to be useless with many faults, the scientists decided to sanitize them. But when the needle was injected, she fought back and ran away, hiding in the ceiling of the lab. After the events of Octo Expansion, they reached the surface to find a home. They have a punk scene kind of fashion sense, if that helps. Yes. Okay. So I think a masked character is always cool. Let me write this down. Are always cool. Yes, and I also like the overall black fashion sense. Overall black. Overall black clothing. And it looks very kind of like utility. Very, what's the word? Utility? I'll just write very utility. Like very centered around being practical. It's not necessarily just about like looking good. There's also a sense that she wants to be able to move around if need be, etc. And also not very figure showing. Yeah. So I thought fashion-wise, you could just kind of expand on it. So I just gathered some images, which I think are kind of in line what I see here. So this is kind of probably a like rather generic look. This like black baggy pants, a sweater, maybe even like a cap, a like I don't know, diagonal back, some chunky sneakers. I think that would work very well given the backstory and personality. However, you can choose to kind of spice it up, like here having a off-shoulder. Microwave moment. Having this off-the-shoulder shirt. And these gloves also are cool, I feel. So the baggy pants. And jewelry. Here in the image you can see the character having some like piercing and necklaces. So you can also incorporate that, maybe have like chains on the pants. Here's like some similar examples. Some fingerless gloves are always cool too, I feel. Here this one is a bit more tighter as well than this one, but you can choose to go as far as you want. Here these ones aren't in like fully black, but I think it also, from the shape, it feels similar. Need a top like that, but I am big belly. I'll just write baggy pants. Baggy clothes feel more hidden. Like you wouldn't wear baggy clothes if you want to show yourself to people, right? But showing patches of skin tight clothes. Clothes and skin make you kind of look sleek and cool. Do you say sleek? Sleek. Can add... I feel like silver would be the move. Silver chains and... I don't know, jewelry? Jewelry. Yes. Fingerless gloves, maybe like some rips in the... You did that here as well, but it kind of either they're wearing something underneath the ripped clothing, or it's like splashes of green. So that's something to consider. Ripped clothes. Yes, so what I would suggest you do if you want to kind of like refresh the design is to basically sketch something like this, but with like just like the like skin-tight clothing, and then you can go in with like a big marker and add shapes. So like if I wanted to try something like giving a hat, I would like draw it in like this as like an example. So you could try doing the same. Gotta go. All right, thanks for stopping by. Could do the same and have like several stick figures, like figures of that, and just experiment with shapes and see what you feel like works best. Feel free to experiment is my advice. I also looked into the mask. That's what the mask is. So this kind of gray metal mask with these like round red eyes looks pretty scary, and I think it looks very cool already. But like lore-wise within Splatoon, it kind of like doesn't... I feel like it wouldn't make complete sense for a character that's not related to Side Order to have it. But maybe like you can come up with a logical reasoning, a story behind where this mask came from and why it is the same masks that the what's it called, for the team you fight in Side Order, why the mask is the same. That can totally work. Write that down. Maybe make a jump between mask and Side Order. That would be a suggestion. You can also experiment with different types of masks. So one example that people in real life wear is wearing a COVID mask, whatever it's called, and sunglasses. That works well with hiding an identity, and it's also more low-key. Like you could wear this in real life, but not really this. Other ideas would be a gas mask. I think that looks also very cool. Is this AI, bro? I think it's AI. Womp womp. Sucks. Or a kind of fox mask. I think this is a fan art of Gachiakuda, but I don't know. There's a lot of cool mask designs you can borrow from like previous existing media. So feel free to, go crazy. But I feel like the mask already. It's very simple, which means it's easy to draw, and very people already know of that mask when seeing your OC. So I think it's the mask is fine as is. I also think the hair is good, like a bit an outgrown version of the default Octoling hair. A bit messy in some places. Or is that like the ear being ripped? I'm not sure. So that could be... If you wanted to, you can make the hair, I think you did that here, more kind of a bit cut up. That could be an idea. But otherwise, I think the OC is good. I think it's great. I would just go look a bit more into a different style of... Not a different style, but experiment more with the outfit. Alright, then that's that one done. Uh-oh. Exceeds the file limit. Okay. Let me try shrinking it here. Guess that's good enough. Let's close that. And go to the next one. Also, guys, I gotta make dough today. So I'm thinking maybe after 2 more. But that'll take a while too. Ugh, I messed up! Stupid. What should I do about that? I guess I could just try finishing the stream at like a normal pace and then see. Let's read about this character. Oh my god, stop it. Discord, why do you keep scrolling down? Okay, this one has a lot, so that's great, that's great. I really appreciate it when people take the time to put to words all of the kind of in the back of their head thoughts about their character, because it makes it a lot easier to come up with things, to understand kind of what you can pitch and what not. So yeah. OC introduction time. I present you the Jewel. Re-uploaded to include the Octo version. Name Jewel, though her real name is Jewel, daughter of Daimon. But that's in her native ancient language. Gender, female. Age, she herself does not know, but canonically she is around 7 to 9 years old. Species, a living crystal that evolved and developed to be human-like. The species are literal crystals that were given sentience and heavily tied with emotions. Haven't thought of a name for the species yet, so that's okay. Height 115 centimeters. For some facts about her. She is from ancient past, around 2,500 plus years ago. Proficient with the flute, a really good animal monster tamer. Since her native language is an extinct one, being Phoenician, or at least using the letters, she still tries to learn how to speak English. Due to that, she has a weird speech pattern. She is also unable to pronounce J, instead saying ch. She doesn't give up easily when her mind is set on something. Has cryphobia and claustrophobia to some degree. I don't know what should we look that up? Cryphobia. Isn't there like a fear of words that read the same forwards and backwards, and the name of the fear is literally that? Finally managed to recover my account on PC. remind me of that lady that draws these things onto wood. The one that like reads the Yuri. Why do I... Intense, irrational fear of being trapped. I see, I see. I see. She ended up losing everything. She unfortunately requires a lot of emotional support sometimes, and went through a too much for such a young age. But she manages to pull through despite the traumas and anxiety that stay with her. Is now adopted and much more happy. She enjoys learning more about the world and be with the people she deeply cares for. She's a supporter and a disruptor in battles, hard to take down and will fight to protect. For the design, the first one is her main look, the second is an alt outfit. Jewel, the prism of emotions. For a bit of personality and look information, for base personality, she is highly curious and easily fascinated, still cheerful and silly despite everything she's been through, can be quite clingy and protective of those she cares about due to fear of losing everything again. For a look, round face, big sparkling crystal eyes, with star eye shines, 2 small crystals under each eye on the cheeks, slightly pointy ears, and for the design, it's important to keep the crystals on her and new crystals eyes, aside from the crystal chunk on her hair, that's very optional. Feel free to add some more crystals if you feel like it's adding to the design. She is an ametrin, so the crystals should probably reflect those colors, purple and yellow, though some pink or other colors can be added. You can stylize her as much as you want, though keeping it pretty. Her hair is very shapeable though, as long as the big hair curl stays. It's not a balding hairstyle. As for the outfit, she doesn't really like revealing parts to be shown. Also likes cloths that are very comfy, have big sleeves. She will probably be in a long kimono or something traditional, as if going for a special occasion. The pattern could be flowers, sky, stars, or crystals, up to you. There's any more? Yeah. Dark Souls, 1 crystal golems. I've never played Dark Souls. Yes, because I have a Dark Soul of my own. Ugh. Let's make... So I think I'm going to go off of this look, which I assume is like her normal everyday attire. Yes, I think I really like her round eyes. Very cute eyes. I also really like the dark hair. Pretty hair. Yes, and also I just like in general cute little characters. Very nice. Crystal detail, yeah. So I was going to kind of go with this one, this one though. So I feel like for the most part it should just that the colors should be a bit tidied up. So you said her main colors are purple and yellow. So if she's wearing a kind of like regular outfit, unless she is wealthy, it should probably be more muted colors, more darker muted colors. If we're going for like a realism vibe. And so for like possible shapes, these are just like some I found. I feel like this kind of like boxy like look like this would suit her well. And you can add these like big sleeves like here. If you so desire, you can choose to have multiple layers, like maybe a pant or a wide skirt, or even like here, there's even like a little pant under the skirt. Maybe I don't know what's it called, an apron, something like that, over top of the pants or skirt. and another jacket over top. That would look very cozy, I feel like, for her. And for the patterns, crystal pattern, I feel like the patterns here are already pretty good. Considering we're going probably for something more realistic, right? So I think it's already good the way it is. For shoes, I think that's what you're already kind of using here. These, like, I don't know what it's called, kind of like boots, but they're kind of built like socks. I think that works well. Could also go for maybe a barefoot look, since I feel like this outfit is maybe at the start of her journey after whatever, you know, happened to her people. So it would make sense she would look a bit messy. Damn, I see an old-timey Japanese stuff. My brain thinks of Sekiro. What is Sekiro? That game has a lot of cool details like that. Is that the one designed with gamers in mind? That's where the meme is from? Has all the... No, it's not that. Mixed it up. Yeah. For the hair, I find the... You can do this however you want. For me, this like very going up swirl, it feels kind of hard to believe if it's just regular hair. If the hair is already basically rocks, I think then it works. And I think in that case, if it's like rocks, you could add this like crystal detail to more of the hair, like add it here too. Maybe add like chunks of crystal into the bottom strands of the hair. I think that would work nicely. Is hair made of rock? So you could go with that. If the hair is just hair and maybe the bottom gets crystallized, I feel like it would make more sense for the hair strand to kind of hang down like this. At least at the start, maybe after she is taken in and taken care of, it could be tucked kind of nicely into her side. And I think having this like long wild hair is very pretty. I think that would work well for her. Gathered some images of that. Long, messy. It's like a very princessy look to me when you have like this small character, but then they have like super long hair. I think it's very like princess-like, very cute. Yeah. I really like this character. I think she's very cute. I really like the concept of like a crystal who is also kind of a person. I think there could be, I just thought of this, maybe a cool tie-in with how crystals grow. I think it's like crystals grow by having minerals get added to it over a long period of time. So maybe Jewel has a very long lifespan, but she is kind of growing and developing. Maybe this is now like a story that just came to my mind. Feel free to ignore. I love crystals. I used to be really into Steven Universe, so I kind of learned about crystals through that. On my own, I don't think I'm super interested in crystal. I find it interesting why they look like that. Like, why are they sparkly? Why are they geometrical shape? I saw a video where they did an experiment where they gave apes a rock and a crystal, and the apes would go for the crystal over the regular rock, which is interesting. Why did they do that? Monkey. At school, I had to learn about, like, not crystals, minerals. There's like a scale about hardness. The hardness scale. Where... I don't know how you... Do you know piezo crystals? No. If it's not in Steven Universe, I don't know it. Piezo crystal. I feel like that's a more used in lighters, for example. When you strike them, they produce electric shocks. Whoa. Literal magic? It's actually just science. It's actually, it's just science. Where due to because when mechanically stressed, they generate an electric charge, and they also deform, actually. Bet you didn't know that. Magic in fantasy universe is also their science? Well, they call it magic there, so it's not science, actually. Huh. Checkmate. Checkmate. Alright, so this... I have known this creature for a long time. Stupid. Stupid. Hate universes that don't science it. My cat bit my thigh because I didn't pet him. Well, yeah. It's just what you get. Aqua, age 22 as of 2025. Height 160 centimeters. Birthday 17th of... Wait, 7th. Is that September? No, 7th. September is 9. July. Appearance is a small, thin octoling with the tentacruel hair. Her ink color is blue, and the colors she wears are orange, black, marine blue, and a light blue. Often wears any kind of buoyancy aid, preferably personal, one over external, and likes to wear simple and light clothing. Is a plus if that clothing is suited for the water. She usually looks cheerful or relaxed. Personality: seclusive towards inkfish, preferring to stay with jellyfish, but doesn't mind talking and hanging out with inkfish if approached first, and can be sweet to them if they show that they are nice to her. Loves to be cheerful near kids, acting like a kind teacher for them, and loves to put up shows for them, but will not tolerate lack of water safety and can be really serious about that topic, and one of the few ways she can show anger to someone. Also can't handle heat and won't hesitate to go in a body of water to cool off, which is why her summer clothes often need to be suited to the water. Mostly her shorts with a swimming top under her shirt, or easily removable like her summer dress and open shoes. Her dream is to be able to explore under the ocean. Fun fact, very often wears a swimsuit underneath her clothes during hot season. Loves cold food and especially ice cream. The place you can often find her at is outside Mahi Mahi, is Muscle Forge Fitness and the beach. Backstory: an octoling who grew up in the Splatlands who felt connected to the water since her youth, making her often splat by accident trying to go into it. Her dream was to be able to swim, In the present day, she's now a lifeguard and a swim teacher who loves to show the joy of water to other inkfish. She also does mermaid shows and modeling for swimsuit brands like Squido on the side. Would love to see a redesign. An important part of her is need to be kept a personal flotation device and the color scheme. Alright. So I already feel like that the design is super tight, super good. Already a very tight design. Like, you can look at this and be like, yep, this goober likes water, yeah. You can already, like, infer a lot of her personality. The side... Can't help that I sound the way I do. Alright. So, what I could suggest is maybe mixing up the elements of the clothing a bit. The Sai. Alright. So maybe having her have like some swim goggles on top that she also wears, or a like pair of sunglasses, right? Because if she's a lifeguard at a pool, the water will reflect the sunlight, which could damage her eyes. So, you know, maybe giving her like sunglasses would work. You can mess around with like what you want, and obviously like if she likes swimming, maybe she'd be interested in water goggles. Another idea is maybe a two-part swimsuit. So here she's wearing like a very simple one-piece swimsuit. So maybe having, right, a bikini. I felt this one is cute because it's like shorts, a bit more modest, and has this like cute floral print on it. But the print can be anything you desire. It could also be like this logo, maybe just here on the side. That's an idea. Also there are these, I just looked on Pinterest for like swimmer outfits. Maybe something like with sleeves could work, and this like, I don't know what this is called, but a lot of like tight sportswears have that. So you could mess around with that. Basically like this shape, just like an extension of that. Could try around with that. I feel like it would be also very cute if she wears like shorts. Like shorts when she's not necessarily like swimming right now. She could wear shorts and maybe like a like, I don't know what's it called, but like a jacket that is just a t-shirt over top, because I feel like unless she doesn't feel that way, just doesn't mind it, I feel like it's a bit embarrassing to walk around like that, even just going around the like property of Mahi Mahi when she's not on duty. So I think that could be cool. But yeah, I find the belt also adds some cool a cool element, like a cool signature item she has. I thought the hair, it's very relaxed, which maybe that fits her. An idea could be to have a little ponytail. Like have her hair tied up a bit. So it's like a bit, it looks more sporty, so this makes her look more active compared to this like the tentacles hanging down. Yeah. Another thing you can add to a design to make it more dynamic is a asymmetry. So if we look here, So what we do, you have kind of like a ladder where you draw lines wherever like something happens. So you have one line for the eyes, the tentacles, the belt. And now something that really spices the ladder up, aside from just these like differing distances, is having it be sideways, having some sort of asymmetry. So something you could do is maybe have a maybe like a split design like this in the swimsuit. Maybe have her have like a bracelet on her foot or like some on her arm. That could work, or maybe like a sun tattoo. Side bags? Side bags? It's a side bag. You mean side bangs? Oh? Like a shoulder bag? Yeah, yeah. You wear crossbody. So, like maybe like a lifeguard thing in the back. Just ideas. I'll write it down. Possibly we add asymmetry. Maybe goggles or sunglasses. Could try out two-piece. Out a two-piece. More coverage. Coverage. Swimwear. Maybe shorts. Hair tied up to be more sporty. Yeah. So that's my ideas for Aqua. Is the playlist done? Should loop it. Put it on loop. Loop-de-loop. Okay. Alright. Well, we did half that I wanted to do today. So... Oh, is Inkling hair like meat? Do they feel with it? I think they don't feel with it, but it has probably like a mass to it, like squid or octopus meat, and you could eat it, I think. I think they eat it sometimes. There's a comic. Spontoon tentacle cutting. There's like an official, I think, concept art. Of that. Can't find it right now. I know one where like an Inkling is laying and having her tentacle on a chopping board and just cutting it. But I don't know where I can find that. I don't have the art books, so sad. But maybe I just made this up. Treat this as my headcanon then if I can't provide a source. Yeah, but I don't think it's painful to cut it. I assume it's probably just similar to like cutting hair or cutting your nails. Oh, do you guys know those videos where they trim the bird's beak? They have to like restrain the bird a bit. me find one that isn't a bit sad to see. I guess this one. Oh, it's lagging. It's a bit... We've got any more pixels? Oh, yeah, and then polish and all that. Yeah, it's so silly. What do you... Would you enjoy the barber if they wrapped you in a big blankie? Would have thought of it like with the claws of a cat, where they have nerves around halfway through it. Yeah, you have to! Oh, do you guys hear that? I would a lot. Yeah. You have to be careful with the bird nail, because if you cut it and it starts to bleed, it could get dangerous very quick because they're so small, so a drop of blood is comparatively quite a lot for them. So yeah, that's I guess why you should, if you have a bird, bring them to a vet rather than trimming them on your own, unless you, I guess, are somewhat trained in it. But it's kind of silly, like how they are biting at the blanket, at the towel. And then they give them sometimes an oil massage. I think that's very silly. Alright, I sent this, right? Yeah. Okay, let's move on. I made these now. The next 4, I made them today. The other 4 I made yesterday. All my trouble seems away. Gas leak! Yes, it's the gas leak! Love is in the air. Wrong. Gas leak. New Jersey. I think he is also from the Splatoon equivalent of New Jersey. Name Roger. I can't pronounce this. Roger, because it's spelled with an A. Roger Berghander. Age 21. Height 6'3". I don't know what that is. You'll have to, yeah. Appearance: a slightly mutated inkling with longer, messy tentacles. Always in some type of jacket or hoodie, along with almost always having headphones or earbuds in. Main ink color is either light blue or purple. If he doesn't have his tentacles in a long ponytail, he lets them just hang. He doesn't generally care what others think of him, so he acts pretty weird. Doesn't actively try to upset people most of the time, but he doesn't think when he talks and will say whatever he thinks, no matter how blunt or rude, without thinking it's mean. Really only cares about close friends and family, pretty happy where he is in life, but wants to explore human history and sciences. Sometimes you'll find him in the middle of the woods, doing unknown activities and without explanation. He'll give directions how to leave safely, and he's kinda just there. But he has developed a sort of urban legend. Background. Grew up within Splatsville with family. He doesn't actually have a tragic or sad background, and grew up relatively well off. He started working for Grisco when he became 15 and fought so many salmonids for golden eggs he actually rose the ladder into Mr. Grizz' inner workings. As a part of getting in, he was subjected to a few experiments, messing with his DNA and biology. Physically, mostly make him bigger, stronger, and grew his tentacles out further. Mentally, it just made him more weird, but not dumb or stupid. He now works within the inner circle, making sure that work runs smoothly. Roger has long tentacles pulled into a ponytail down to his lower back. Between work and experiments, he is constantly tired, but tends to look a mix of cocky and upset. Irises are pink with gray pupils. I don't really have a proper idea for anything, so I'd be down with just a redesign. Rojar. La Roja. Hydra, Drool. Okay, so I like the lanky look. Cool, lanky. Like where his body is relatively like slim and long, the tentacles are slim and long. I think that's very cool. I also quite like the head accessories, like the cool glasses. Crown. Cool twink, I guess. What I feel like is that the clothing kinda doesn't like really make sense for the lore, if that makes sense. So if he is a top executive at Briscoe, why does he have his like tummy out? And like wearing sport leggings? Whereas the top, I guess, makes sense, like this like blazer. So I went kind of with like more of the upper part. So what you could maybe do is split this design up into two, like maybe like a work outfit and a more relaxed, chill outfit. That would be my idea. Advertisements will be the death of me. What did they advertise? B. Make a casual and formal version. Milka Monopoly. I hate Monopoly. Such a stupid game. It's not fun. There's no skill. You just have to like pray you're lucky and land on like some good spaces. And once you're rich, like you got it going, like what's there to do? Just get more richer? Wow, so cool, so fascinating. And if you're poor, then you just become more poor and you're just stuck there. Like you just have to like hope that maybe something goes wrong and then you grow rich. And it's so boring. I heard that there's people who bring their own Monopoly money to like Monopoly game nights at like a friend's house, and they put it in the bathroom so that when they go to the bathroom they can take some of the Monopoly money they brought and like sneak it into the game so that they're not that broke and have a chance of winning. But I feel like if you have to cheat at a group family game, friends game like that, then it's not a good game. Like it's pretty bad. It reflects life. Why would I play a game that just reflects life and sucks the same way? Why would I do that? This is why Monopoly Banking is the better one. No more paper money. But the game is still the same stupid game. It's like, yeah, me and my friends, we like playing this game where we kick each other in the shins. What do you mean it's not fun? That's just how life is. Life hurts too. True? I'm always right. Damn. My sister is the best at it because she is an egotistical shithead. I love her though. Am I good at Monopoly? I feel like I'm not good at it, but I can play it if I had to, but I don't like playing it, so I don't wanna. What other board games are there? She always wins? Damn. Maybe she's doing the strat where she sneaks in money herself. Could investigate that. Alright. She is made to be a capitalist pig. Aren't we? I think I am too, deep down. Alright, so I feel like it could be cool to just go more with the suit, like extend that. So I just like gathered some ideas for that. So you could go with this like long jacket and tight pants. tight pants. Here's some more ideas. Boots maybe. As boots kind of like unsleek the design a bit, making it look better. Hugo Boss during the 1930s. I don't get it. Another thing you could consider is like playing around with the pant leg. So here they're both like pretty straight, whereas here you see how like they open up. That adds some coolness. You could also just like go, I wouldn't call it a skirt, but like these like very wide pants or baggy pants. That also, I think, looks very cool and can communicate the character's personality even further. Also, feel free to here he's just wearing a like sweater, and with this one it's like a full-on button-up shirt. Are those pants or just part of the trench coat? What's this AI? I think it's like just layers of cloth. So, but because it's all black, it kind of melts together, but I don't know anymore. Yeah. So that can convey personality, how he's still, if he's dressing more quote formal, like how he goes about it. Because somebody who, let's say, has everything is on point, like everything is tucked in, everything is buttoned up, that feels different than somebody who has the sleeves crumpled up, maybe something not properly ironed, can't tie a tie and just chooses to not wear it, that kind of stuff. It all tells a story. I feel like I thought of this design would also kind of work. These like glasses and this like more mysterious trench coat that's like ripped up. So you could kind of maybe go with this kind of vibe if you felt like it, having like some more like, I don't know, grunge parts. Another thing is the hair. I feel the hair is very cool, having this like long ponytail and this like tentacle, this kind of tentacle. I don't see it a lot, so it's cool, it stands out. What I would maybe like consider trying out is bangs, as they help frame the face and could also convey more of that like relaxed, carefree attitude. I just like found 2 examples. This one, it's like side parts and like a middle messy part. Whereas this one is like, I don't know, something like that. That could be cool. Also, maybe experimenting with the way the crown and the glasses look. You could try out leaving either one out, how that feels. I feel like it could be cool to add maybe some like stuff on the side. Or this like, I found this geometric crown and I think it would also work well. But yeah. Your mind is a collection of cherished memories? Damn. Yeah. Also, could experiment with how the hair is tied up. Here it's like kind of in a bun in a way and has like pins in it. Don't know, let me... So one is like this, what you have right now. We could try this. Just ideas. Yeah. Also, this motif with the stripes, you could extend that to maybe the pants, or if you want to go with this like more fully black outfit, have it be the lining of the coat. I think that could be very interesting. But I like how the color palette also is like, it's just orange and black, which is very like, it's very snappy. I like that. Piggy tails, twin buns. No, that's too much. That's too far, buddy. Let me send this. It's too fat. Oh my god, I remember having to learn the like ideal gas laws. What is it again? PT equals NV. No. I think PT equals V. And how that all ties together. Man. I had to practice physics so much. But I was okay in the end. Alright, alright. Sorry, that was the mold speaking. Are you like J.K. Rowling with the black mold in her room? I'm so scared of mold. I can't eat fruit sometimes because I'm scared the reason why it's a bit soft is because it's been taken over by the mold and being digested as we speak. I'm just mycelium. So you should say I am just a fun guy. SMHing my head. There's like these sped up videos of mushrooms growing, and it freaks me out because like what if that is happening right now to me, my room, or whatever as we speak? Those riddles and jokes are beyond us now. What riddles and jokes? Huh? I must BRB. Alright. See ya. See ya. Okay. Let me drink. Wait, can I'll mention this afterwards. Muffin, age 20, gender female, height 170 centimeters. Appearance, Muffin is a short octoling with thinner twist hair. Her ink color is yellow. She typically wears hoodies, the Seiko hoodie being her personal favorite, and her favorite brand is the Anarchy line. She usually wears their clothing over her hoodie. Her trademark piece of gear is her Anarchy mask. She typically wears face masks for her own reasons. She usually looks smug or mischievous. Personality. Muffin is a hot-headed fighter who may seem like a bully at first glance, but she means well and wouldn't go too far. She's quick to poke fun at things, but she's also empathetic to others when they need to. That being said, she despises when people go after her height, and will take out her Trizuka at the slightest mention. She loves scrappy weapons like the roller or blaster and despises long-ranged weapons like chargers. Except for the Hydra Splatling and Wellstring, I see a octoling of culture. Her favorite weapon in this regard is the Carbon Decker Roller, and she loves the Trizuka so much so that she customized hers with stickers and logos of bands and idol groups, namely Off the Hook. She lives around Eeltail Alley with her dad and spends her time at the show to play arcade games. Her hobby is that she loves playing fighting games, even if she's not so good at it. Background. Muffin's dad was originally a high-ranking member of Octavio's army and raised her alone. She was talented as a soldier. at the young age, the conditions of the underground Octarian domes gave her respiratory issues, stunning her potential. Her dad eventually decided to leave the underground to give Muffin a better life. They've lived in Splatsville ever since. While her respiratory issues are not too big of an issue nowadays, she still wears a mask as a reminder of her condition. A sample of currywurst. I feel like that's mid. Like currywurst is mid. So Loki, my favorite design for Muffin ever was her delinquent outfit back in the Academy AU. So what if we made that motherfucker canon? And I think it generally fits. She's a hothead, brash, quick to splat first and ask questions later, but a bit soft once you get to know her. Muffin's tone, outfit, and all of it seems to scare off anyone who doesn't know her. But in the end, she's still her father's girl, hot-headed but heart's in the right place. As always, her mask is the most important thing about her character. She would have a jacket that she wears like a cape almost, a whole punk aesthetic, and the friendship bracelet. Please have it be on her arm, or at least give him some J's. Sorry that not everyone can eat Persian food on the— What do you mean on the daily? What do you mean on the daily? That was my first time ever. I went to a 60-year-old's birthday party, and that was the first time I had ever had Persian food. Okay, and I don't think I'm gonna have it again anytime soon. I feel like currywurst is just overhyped. Let me look up that I don't miss it. Yeah. Okay, so, you know, every 60-year-old in your smallest nation? I just thought I should spend more time with people my age, okay? You heat your houses with money. Isn't it gas? Wait, I think my house? We have a boiler. I don't even know. But knowing my takes piss you off warms my heart enough. You said yesterday that you should speak to more old people. Yeah, because they're nice. One talked about his time in India, and that was very wholesome and very, very nice to know that he enjoyed it there. Yes. Mr. Yellowfinger? Yeah. Okay, so I thought we could go further with this like Sukeban vibe. So let's see. I feel like the color palette could maybe be a bit more incorporated. So we have yellow, orange, and blue as the like actual colors. So I feel like there should be something more like more yellows, oranges, and blues. Orange and blue. Green Yuri vibes? It's not even green! The fuck do you mean green Yuri? Miku, lo-fi. Don't leave me. Okay. You're frivolous? What does that even mean? Why are you using big words? Do you even know what it means yourself? I bet you don't. But you have a little word of the day calendar or something. Not having any serious purpose or value. For real? Okay, yeah. I think the hair is cool. This like wavy hair is cool. No, my pen is dying. No. No. I like that. I also think the mask is cool. Mask is cool. So yeah. Um so I guess this is like the idea would be is that she's a student in Inkling Society and she's kind of a delinquent there. Mitsuki Koga from Green Yuri vibes. There. I see, you meant the... I don't know. I've heard of Green Yuri. When two purple VTubers started getting into each other, they would compare themselves to Green Yuri. The woman? The one with the soldering iron? Oh, you mean her? Right, okay. So here I had her jacket like open with like a little like sports bra underneath. If you want the jacket to be a cape, I feel like there should be more underneath. So maybe like having the regular sailor uniform would work well. I feel like having the jacket be longer. Here's the example of Kason. My friend is obsessed with Green Yuri. Damn. Having like a longer jacket and having maybe even like stuff going on in the pants, with like prints and embroidery could be very cool. So that could add a lot of personality. I think the Sukeban would like add phrases of like mantras onto their clothes. So you could do that. Yeah. The jacket, you could just like, yeah, wear it over the shoulders like a cape. I think that is cool. Here, this example, she has bandages on her. That could add a lot of like story and personality. If she's like someone who's very eager to fight, I think that would make a lot of sense. If you liked that it showed tummy here, you can also just have the sailor thingy be a bit cropped. That would be an idea. And I also want to like give ideas for the hair because I feel I think the default Splatoon hair is cool, but if you want your characters to stand out, it's better to make up your own hairstyle. Do you know what I mean? So maybe having this kind of like messy hair with it tied up in the back could work. Or have these like front hairs, front tentacles be at different colors from the rest. I think that also would work well with her kind of rebellious vibe. Considering fighting is a big theme, that'd be a very good reason. Then it's just like a binder. I guess, yeah. Binder? Like the school thing you put papers in? Huh. Oh yeah, and friendship bracelets. I just looked up friendship bracelets and I feel like the seashell one would work very nicely with, you know, Splatoon's overall sea theme. But you can obviously also just go for like the regular like tied bracelet with like the strings. Could also use like other beads and stuff. It's really up to you what you like. But keep in mind that you can't get too lost in details. Like this would be too detailed, in my opinion, for a design. Since it's just like such a hassle to draw, and it, you know, it's like kind of unbalanced. So I would go for maybe like something like 3 bracelets on one hand, 1 on the other. Here I used like kind of like belts as bracelets. You can also go with that if you want, like go for with more punk stuff. So yeah, it's really up to you what you like. She sells seashells on the seashore. I hate that song because then it's like whenever I hear it, it's like this rap where like she sells seashells on the seashore, but what she doesn't know is like the price will fall or something, and that economics, this is not how economics work. It's like, bro, it's not about that. It's just a tongue twister. Why everything gotta be so deep? Stupid. And that they always put in this like beat in the back. And it's so stupid. I don't like it. Should shut up. Anyways. It's also too big. Alright. You're filled with hatred today. Damn. I am just speaking my mind. Do you have a problem with... It's like that one loud, fat, and opinionated. Alright. Your mind is now mycelium. I find fungi really cool at the same time. Like how they can be in like a, what's it called? A symbiotic relationship with like a tree, for example, and the fungi helps draw nutrients out of the soil, and then the tree gives the fungi like sugar or whatever. They are so cool. Do you know the artist Fifo? Don't know how to pronounce it. Mushrooms as no, funguary. So it's this artist that kind of draws like more sciencey stuff, I feel. But the thing they would do every year for a while is draw these like draw mushrooms as like humanoid characters, and it was really cool. Yeah. So on Instagram, I think you can just look up FIFA, and it's very cool. They also draw like other science diagrams. This is one I just found, just googling. This one's also cool. And I like their art style, it's very cute. I go out every fall to take pictures of cool mushrooms. Damn. I remember in Latvia going mushroom foraging with my granddad and being very freaked out at him cutting open mushrooms and them just being filled with like bugs. or mold or something. Like, I think that instilled this, like, fear I have that I open something and it's just filled with bugs crawling. There's like, I saw this on, on my filled with mold. Like, just like black stuff inside. I don't know if it's like just the bugs crawling or there was like something else growing. The idea that there's like small things that will like crawl all over me, it fills me with fear and dread. That's from the bugs. Damn. Damn. Some mushrooms oxidize also when you cut them open. Oh, right. Oh, oxidation and reduction, such stupid topics. And turn blue? So do they... Oh, turn blue? What is... A reduction is when they take up an electron, and oxidation is when they give it off, right? Oxygen is the death of humankind, technically speaking. What? Huh? Huh? Alright, let's move on to the next guy. The next widow guy. Lostius. Male Inkling, birthday 30th June. Home, Bone Rattle Arena, Lost Outpost. Main language, Salmonese. Second language, English. Old home, Splatlands. Birthplace, Bone Rattle. Favorite band, Omega 3. Personality, mild-mannered. Short-tempered, stubborn, maybe soft somewhere. He will not call himself an Inkling, he calls himself a Salmonling, and so do other salmon not sometimes. Backstory: he is originally born at Bone Rattle, back when it was a prison, and abandoned there, so he was taken in by the Salmonids, who were at the time taking over the prison fully. He was taken back to Lost Outpost by a chum called Deluge, and he trained and lived with them for most of his life. One day, he went out and did a trade with the Octarians, and on the way back, he got stuck in Deep Sea Metro, losing some of his memories. He eventually escaped after events with Agent 8 and went to live in Splatsville for a long while. He tagged along with Monochrome for a little while, but never became proper friends with them. However, he was bullied by other Inklings and even Octolings, to the point of them wanting him to not be around anymore, so he did decide to leave. He became much more hateful to most other people. He was already a little bit aggressive and acted strange compared to other Inklings. He went on a salmon run job at Grisco and disappeared. Because he has hazy memories of his old home, finding that Grisco is now sending people on trial runs to Bone Rattle, he decides to go just to abandon the team as he got there, just so he could go back to his old home. Other Inklings have only ever maybe seen them at certain Salmonid locations and during a big run. Who knows what he's up to? So I thought it would be fun, interesting, if you could put him in an old British military uniform. It's kind of inspired by my friend Salmon at AU. Keep the green color palette. I will show some examples of said friends' work in a moment. Currently, the scenario is that Losty has stolen some of their uniforms after defeating one of them and is trying it on. It's a funny joke now in other RP when their characters interact with Losty in their uniform. Ref sheet as usual. Oxygen is also highly reactive, that it causes most of the cell death and aging in general. Are Salmonids evil or just enslaved? They're neither. They're just a different culture, society that shares a planet with like the Inklings, Octolings. And they're just very different, so I think Inklings and Octolings could find common ground through just talking and listening, but I feel like that will never happen with the Salmonids because they are just so different. Their cultures just do not match. So they will never, I feel like they will never be able to live together, but that's just my take to an extent. The Inklings and Octolings must murder them all. I don't even feel like it's necessarily about killing them all. I think killing them gives a valuable resource. And then there's also the fact of that they're different, so it's even more justified. And also the like sense that they're invading it to an extent. But I kind of feel like they're just like a bit of a nuisance at most. Maybe a bit like pests, but also like an entirely different culture. Maybe they need the British uniforms. Yeah, British uniforms. So I feel like that's already laid out what the uniform is like. So the most I could do is just gather more pictures of what a British uniform looks like for you to maybe take inspiration. So the pants are kind of always the same. Sometimes they have boots over the pants, sometimes the shoes are under the pants. The jacket, it's this like, I don't know what it's called, where like it's buttoned up like this. And then having like these like shoulder pad decorations. And the hat, I think it depends on the status, like the rank or position. So you could, you know, just like, what's this? Battalion company, light company, what's it? What does it say? Regiment of foot. So you could think about like what position this Salmonid that they stole the uniform from was, and maybe have it tied back to Lostie's story and journey and so on. That's an idea. And they have these like belts crossing over or having like it open like that. I think something interesting you could do is have the uniform not quite fit properly, like be a bit loose, for example. I think that would tell a lot of story, having it be like that, compared to just like having it fit perfectly. Yeah. Yeah, this is an outfit concept. So I feel like the design is itself also already really solid. I guess I would only have maybe questions about how the mask would work. Would they still wear a face mask over it or not? I'm not quite sure if there's a reason they wear it. So that's something to consider. How they would wear it. I don't know the full story. So yeah. Head round ammo for Christians and cubicle ammo for non. The corners would cause wounds. See. Damn. But yeah. I didn't write anything. I guess I'll just write copy hat based off rank position. Hi, shirt boy. What's up? Let me post this now. And then It's the last one now, right? My throat is killing me. Tired. Damn. Long day at the long day factory. Oh. Surprisingly not tired, considering how late I went to bed. Guess I'm just built different. No, I just woke up? It's like 3 in the afternoon. Why are you waking up now? It's crazy. Oh, I think I had a weird dream, but I forgot what it was. It's 9:45 for you? Oh, right. Had a dream that I had to go to my exams and I was gonna miss them, so I ran over the train tracks. And then I got scolded for not having read a book when I had already passed the exams. Why am I taking the exams again? Makes no sense. I have the better time zone? Why is it the better time zone? I think I missed my Rainmaker series. Damn. Is your aim not that good? You guys know Gravity Falls. My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is getting better. Her aim is getting better. Okay, let me read now this description. My ex-wife still misses me! Oh, Gravity Falls was so peak. Oh, I should rewatch it. I was so obsessed with the show. Mittens and Furna, age 22, 175 centimeters. Appearance: she is a tall cat girl, complete with ears and tail. Her hair smooth, black with red tips and tied into a ponytail, with a skull hairpin on the left side. She's got blue eyes with red eyeshadow and red nail polish on her fingers. For her outfit, she's got a black long-sleeved shirt with a starry pattern. At the base, a red bow, red leggings, a red skirt, and black-heeled boots. Personality: usually kind, compassionate, and caring to her friends. Comes across as a bit of a playful jerk to those she doesn't like. Watch out if you piss her off, as she will rain hellfire upon you. When in cat mode, she gets a lot more playful. Fun facts: can control fire and darkness. Bisexual: she's had a girlfriend before, loves vibing in the snow if she can, owns her own motorbike that she built herself and is often seen fixing it up. Their redesign sounds cool and honestly go wild with the fit. The only things I'd like to keep the same are her eyeshadow, nail polish, and color scheme. Otherwise, that's it. She tends to give off cool older sister energy. I don't know how to explain how she comes across. I see. Okay. Yeah, also this is the last one. The last outfit. Okay. Wait, let me... Okay, so I like cool color. I like the, black and red. It's very cool, kind of edgy. However, I feel the outfit doesn't have a clear, at least these two outfits I copied in, don't really have like a clear style to them. But what I'm getting is that she Wears kind of like a bit maybe slightly looser fit top, and then kind of going outwards at around the like hips, but the rest is then like straight. Does controlling darkness imply the absorption of light, and she uses that absorbed energy to make fire? I guess that could make sense. Why haven't they made a flashlight that shines darkness? Huh? Yeah. Okay, so I kind of picked out 3 vibes that I feel like could kind of work. So the first is this like kind of, I guess, like more emo-ish style, a bit Y2K. So maybe like having a tight kind of turtleneck sweater and a vest over it. I think that would be cool, and then a skirt. And I feel like thigh-high boots could work, but I also feel that what's it called? Calf-high boots are also very cool, and I think tights, like dark sheer tights, would match her well. Another style is this like, I wouldn't say it's Gyaru, but like in that direction. So maybe having her have a knitted sweater or vest, a bit more of like a cute frilly aesthetic in a way. These like wide socks are cute. That's an idea I had. You could also go a bit preppy. This kind of like outfit, I don't know how to describe it. I forgot what the name is, but I would just like maybe call this like Korean Y2K. Could look up that. And that could also work. But of course, like keep in mind the black and red color palette. I think the Phantom Sita uniforms are very cool, and they kind of give her vibe, you know? So maybe have like dark clothing where there's like an ombre effect going up. So maybe if she has like long black tights, have there be a gradient going up from the bottom, or like here with the skirt, something like that. I think that could match her like her vibe very well. Yes. I also feel like a ribbon in her hair, in her ponytail, would be very cute. You could obviously you can keep the skull in the hair if you wish to do so, but I feel like a ribbon is very cute. And I think this is from Persona, but this like hair, it's like kind of like this, is also very cute, so you could consider that. Or maybe even a side ponytail. So instead of like it being in the top back of her head, maybe a bit on the side. That's very cute. I think that could work. And then like have the skull be here, for example. Yes. And then you can also consider I think the description said red tips in her hair. So, you know, maybe she has a red gradient in her dark hair. But what you could also do is have her have red strands in her dark hair. I saw another image, I forgot to copy it in, but like have the back of her hair be red. That can also work. And just like look up black and red hair to get inspiration, and I think that could work well. Yes. Let me write here. I don't know what to call this. A bit emo. Guess this isn't really, I guess a bit Kogal. Could be ghost roots too. roots, ghost roots, ghost roots, prep P. Yes. Add red into hair. Yes. Oh. It's colored hair that's basically only in the inner roots. You can only see it when you go through it with your hand and such. I see. Just look up. Just Google it. Ghost roots. I see. That also looks cool. Yes. I sent a good example into your DMs. Well, I have streamer mode activated, so I didn't get a notification. Huh? Okay. Wait, I got a DM. Oh yeah, I drank local Shorley at the outing, and also lemonade. It's kind of woke packaging, but it tasted pretty alright. That's why I'm saying it? Damn. Should I check it out? It's literally, I saw that on Google. Why are you sending me this? I could have found it myself. You think I'm stupid? You think I can't Google? Google debunkers? Google debunkers? I need some Shorley right now. Shorley. Yes? Yeah, I agree too. That I also could go for Shorley. I'm a Google debunker. I'm going Google debunkers. So, I think I will show up to the nursing home and talk up the seniors there. Do you guys think that's a good idea? I remember I was on the train to a nuclear power plant and had a nice chat with an old lady there too. I think I just hit it off better with old people. Yeah. They're just chiller. They don't care about stupid stuff anymore. Yeah. Oh, the party, it was in a venue, in like a factory. How much revenue do you make out of subs, by the way? I have never made enough from Twitch to get paid out by Twitch. Is it worth it? How many subs have you seen me get today? I don't get subs frequently enough to actually make money off of it. Is it worth what? Am I pimping myself out? What the hell? Worth it? Like am I sacrificing something? So it's just investing into the void? Investing what? What do you mean investing? What am I investing? What money have I invested? If I were to sub? I don't know why we would. I feel like you should better use that money to buy a Shorley. Because I don't think it makes it. I would the money would go to Amazon and not you. Well, Amazon will. I will gladly have Amazon take your money. Yeah. I feel like. Well, that way we both can get Chevrolet. I can already get Chevrolet. I'm not broke. I have enough money. What did I buy today? I bought a Caesar wrap thingy for lunch and 2 kiwis. I can buy whatever I want. I can buy whatever I want to please me. Then give me 5 Franken. As Fufali every month. What do you do? What do you do for me? I provide quality entertainment. What do you do, huh? I make you happy by being funny and trying my best to be a good friend. Do I look happy? This is the 5 francs. I am like these girlfriends that you can rent in Japan, but if the pay is good, would it be worth it? Like, I've seen like posts about people on Discord saying that you have to pay them this much to have a matching profile picture for 2 hours. Oh no. Your mic broke for a hot minute because I was just saying something so truthful and real. I don't know who is this guy. Is that the Wilhelm Tell? Is that him? Chat. If I were Wilhelm Tell and you were the kid with the apple on its head, I think I would miss. $300, 6-hour sleep call? True. Do you know, you guys know of Wuxia? I cannot pronounce it. She was, because she's not active anymore, like the most girlfriend experienced VTuber. She was one of the most super chat earners of all time. You guys know of her? There was... I once shot a plastic cap out of somebody's head with a... Yeah, because I'm gonna be the one shooting it. It turned out she was dating this other singer with also a parasocial fan base. And then in the video about it, I don't know if it was this video, but like men crying in Discord like, Wuxia, how dare you! How dare you! You betrayed me! Or I remember hearing that when, what's her name, Amaranth? When it got revealed that she has a husband, one of her head mods like messaged her being like, I don't think I can support you after this anymore. Wonder what like the lot, like, what's it called again? You have to like make yourself ignorant. I forgot what the name for it is. When you like, you have the reality right in front of your nose, but you deny it. Capitalize, a lonely man is exploiting mentally ill people? you have to consider is that these people doing this content are also often very mentally ill. Like, she played up this, like, very jealous, needy girlfriend persona, but when her relationship with her husband that caused all of, like, her downfall, like in this video, got revealed, it turned out she's the exact same behind the scenes. She would demand that he was always online because she thought he was cheating on her, like she worried that, but she was cheating herself. I think she beat his pet. She ruined his, like, apartment by littering everywhere. She didn't want to, like, go out with him after a while. Like, and in the company, she would hold actual grudges. She would, like, maybe all of them should get euthanized. I don't know. It's, like, pretty entertaining to see it all go down. Fucking ad again? Can't hear shit now? I'm just speaking my truth. Capitalism is my enemy. Damn. I think she looks really cute though. That's one thing. Hello, I am back. Oh, hello, back. What's good? Oh yeah, and she is known for, like, threatening to sue everyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Please repeat your past 30. I already forgot. Don't know what I was saying. So she's just Nintendo? I guess the Nintendo of VTubers. Yeah. Other ones. I guess should I go into detail here? There's a Mugen video on this girl called Elfin Psyop, and she's like this type of content, but even worse, I think. Yes, hello? What? Oh yeah, I tried playing piano today, but it's ringing. I press keys and it's ringing, and I can't focus on what I'm trying to play because it's, like, ringing, and I hear noises that shouldn't be coming out of the piano, and it's always throwing me off, and I can't appreciate the sound of the music, and combined with getting frustrated that I can't hit the keys right on, like, first try, makes me not want to play. Stupid piano. Thinking of money to get a new piano. There's a dead mouse in it. Asmongold, dead mouse, alarm clock reference. Insert here. Insert here. Oh yeah, there's all the hairstyles for raiders have been revealed. I think I will use the default one. And I still have to buy a Switch 2. I do not like buying a Switch 2. I do not like spending money. I prefer having all my money stay in the number only go up. I prefer that happening. We went off yesterday, grabbed water, and found an unfortunately very, very dead mouse in the kitchen. Why do you have dead rodents in your kitchen? Is it because of cats? Guess I don't have that. I remember seeing a run-over pigeon at the train station. Have 5 cats that go outside. Damn. I see those videos of cats in China with like cameras on their collars and their little adventures in the big city, little kitty. I like saying, do you guys know the game Little Kitty, Big City? I like saying that name. Little Kitty, Big City. I saw a dead pigeon here too, but it was getting torn apart by ravens. So, do you know Cat Goes Fishing? I do not know Cat Goes Fishing. Oh? Never seen this. It's a beautiful game. Wow. I love it. Nice. I usually get frustrated by fishing in games. I think I like it in Animal Crossing cause I can show it off and sell it for money or use it as decoration. I think I should head off now to make bread dough. Can also catch golden snails. Isn't it just regular snails? Snail. I kind of like putting snails on me. Like having the snail crawl over me. Like, I wouldn't mind having a huge slug on me. Just slugging around. I think that is very nice. It sounds nice. Be one with the snail. I don't think I would mind being a snail. Like just snailing around. But yeah, the old people at the function were talking about snails, how they hate them and how they would get up early in the morning to kill all the snails. And I suggested they should sprinkle salt in a circle and place all the snails in there. Snail is such a stupid name for such a glorious creature. I think it fits, actually. You just don't appreciate proper name giving. Further information. Helix pomatia, also known as the edible snail or escargot, is a species of snail that is sometimes farmed for eating. It is found throughout Europe but was introduced to Britain by the Romans. They are also used in many restaurants in Europe. Wow. Alright. I'm gonna head off now. I really should bake bread for my mom. I should do something for once. Alright. Thank you everybody who came to my stream. I think I will... Thinking of playing Hollow Knight again. Maybe. I could try getting good at the bosses on Switch because my laptop can't handle it anymore. Do that. Shall speak to you later, perchance. Wow. Wow. Alright, well. See ya! Bye-bye!